Aye, we give you the facts. It's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
Greetings, viewers and subscribers. In today's journey, we are going to be starting right as you pass the Amity Crossing. We are heading towards the parish of Hanover. Now, did you know that Westmoreland is the only parish that has a settlement comprised of one single ethnic group? Yes, man, that's called Germantown. Also, did you know that the parish of Westmoreland is the only parish whose capital, Savannah-la-Mar, has been completely destroyed and had to rebuild on not one but two occasions? Yeah, man, in 1780, the town of Savannah-la-Mar, it was completely destroyed by a powerful hurricane known as Savannah-la-Mar Hurricane. It was rebuilt because the port was important to the Atlantic slave trade as well as the sugar trade. Also, in 1912, another hurricane completely destroyed Savannah-la-Mar, but it was rebuilt. So, continue to sit back, continue to relax, and continue to enjoy this journey with me. Now, we are learning that man on your screen, his name is Mr. Randall Stewart. Mr. Stewart, he retired a few years ago from the Jamaica Constabulary Force at the rank of Sergeant. He served the JCF for about 40 years. He worked in the parishes of Trelawney and Westmoreland. Well, he might have worked in other parishes, but that is what we are told. We are learning that Mr. Stewart, he was a humble human being. A man who would always greet you with a smile. Now, we have been trying to get some details, but so far, we have been unsuccessful. But what we are learning is that Mr. Stewart, he was involved in a traffic accident yesterday, and he died as a result of this traffic accident. It took place in the parish of St. Ann. Now, like I said, I am so far unable to get details as it relates to how this accident took place, but I made a post on Facebook about his passing, and someone in the know, they wrote this. Look at your screen. The person said, "It seems he died from a heart attack. At the time, I was 3 cars behind his bus. When I drove up and looked at him, it's like he was having a seizure. A few tourists got some minor injuries too. Condolences to the family and friends." Now, based on what this person said, Mr. Stewart, most likely he was driving a tour bus and was carrying tourists. Sad indeed. We'd also like to extend condolences to Mr. Stewart's family, his friends, and his colleagues. May his humble soul rest in peace. Now, the Hanover police, they are seeking the public's help in finding that female on your screen. Her name is Anita Markete. She's also known as Hope, and she's living at Anchovy in the parish of St. James. We were the first to broke the story on Friday, September 16th, and we told you that the previous night, that man on your screen, his name is Sidhu Chambers. We told you that he was on the Sandy Bay Primary and Junior High School compound in Hanover. It is said that he was talking to his girlfriend, Hope. She had called him from his workplace, telling him she wanted to talk to him. Now, whilst they were talking, it is suspected that she shot him at least 6 times. Sidhu, he was rushed to the Cornwall Regional Hospital where he died about 1 week later whilst he was being treated. It is also suspected that Hope, she drove away with Sidhu's Toyota Mark X motor car. Now, Hope, she's wanted by the police and she has not been seen or heard from since that incident. So, Sidhu, he was shot on Thursday, September 15th. Now, we went on Anita Markete, also known as Hope. We went on her Facebook page. And on Monday, September 19th, she changed her Facebook profile picture. Look at your screen. That's someone's face covered, and you can see a hand with a canned spray. Now, I'm not sure what that signifies, but that was posted on Hope's Facebook page 5 days after Sidhu was shot. Ah boy. Now, this next incident, it took place at Dora's Groceries and Pastries at West End in the Grill in the parish of Westmoreland. It took place this afternoon, Friday, September 30, 2022, about 1 o'clock. So, most likely, we're going to have to come back and update this story because the details we are getting is still sketchy, but we are going to tell you what we are learning so far. It is said that a group of persons were at the groceries and pastry shop when a motorcycle rode up with 2 hoodlums aboard. The pillion, he brandished a gun and he opened gunfire at the group of persons. The hoodlums, they then rode away, making good their escape. When the smoke was cleared, it was realized that a man in his late 60s, he's from the parish of Anova, he was shot. He had received gunshot wounds to his right foot. This man, he was rushed to a nearby hospital where he was treated and admitted. Like I said, most likely, I will have to update this story because we are working on more details. But the mayhem. Now, before we started recording this video, we received information that a man was shot and killed at a cemetery in the Grangeville area in the parish of Westmoreland. We are gathering all the details and we are going to be updating that story also in a subsequent video. Stand by for that. Now, in this next incident, it took place last night, Thursday, September 29th, 2022, about 7:30. It took place at Revival District in the parish of Westmoreland. We are learning that a man, his name is Marvin O'Neill Bryan. Marvin was 48 years old and he was said to be a sprayman. Marvin is from Lewisburg in the parish of St. Mary, but he was living and plying his trade at Brighton in the parish of Westmoreland. Now, that Brighton is in the Orange Hill area of Westmoreland. You know that left turn, like you're heading towards Negril. When you reach Negril spot, yes man, up in that hills. So, Marvin, it is said that he was sitting on his bike along the roadway. He was sitting in front of a bar. It is also said that Marvin, he was watching a video on YouTube on his phone. We are learning that a motorcycle with 2 hoodlums aboard rode up and stopped beside Marvin, who was still sitting on his bike. The pillion, he came off the bike, pulled a gun and pointed it at Marvin. Marvin, he managed to push off this hoodlum and he ran off. The hoodlum, who had already decided that a dirt for Marvin, he chased and caught up with him. The hoodlum, he then fired at least 10 shots, pumping most of them into Marvin's body. Marvin fell to the ground and the hoodlum, he jumped on the bike and he and his crony, they made good their escape from the area. Marvin received gunshot wounds to his head and his back. He apparently died on the spot. The police were called and when they processed this crime scene, 10 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? You haven't? Oh, you do it now. So, you're over here watching our videos. You subscribe already? If you subscribe already, nobody go back and touch the subscribe button. But if you are a new viewer or if you are here watching our videos and you're not subscribed yet, hit on the subscribe button. As also, hit on the notification bell, then click all. So that whenever we upload a new video, you will be the first to be notified by tomorrow this time. Hopefully, we'll be at 120,000 subscribers. Be a part of this movement. We are growing. Yeah man, we are growing. Enough respect. Now, in the final story for today, this one took place early this morning. Friday, September 30, 2022, about some minutes to 8 o'clock. It took place at D's Auto and Car Wash on Sun Valley Road in Montego Bay in the parish of St. James. So, that man on your screen, his name is Mr. Donovan Fiergan, but he was popularly known as D or Mr. D. He celebrated his 59th birthday on August 14th, just last month. Mr. Fagan, he was a businessman and he lived in Montego Bay in the parish of St. James. For many years now, Mr. Fagan, he operated his business on Sun Valley Road. He would go to his business place from minutes to 8 o'clock, sometimes as early as 7 o'clock, to open the business. But this morning, Friday, September 30, it would appear as if a hoodlum or hoodlums, they were waiting on Mr. Fagan. It is suspected that on his arrival at his business place, he might have been held up and was taken into his office, or he was already in the office and the hoodlum or hoodlums went in there to him. But from all indication, Mr. Fagan, whilst he was in his office, he was held up and forced to kneel down by the hoodlum. Now, can you imagine how Mr. Fagan begged this heartless dirty jankro not to kill him? Can you imagine how much ball Mr. Fagan ball and plead with the dirty jankro? All of that fell on deaf ears because this little piece of nastiness, he put the gun to Mr. Fagan's forehead. Bam! Lights out for Mr. Fagan. It is said that the loud explosion was heard, and when persons went and made checks, they saw Mr. Fagan, who was the employer of many persons from the surrounding areas. They saw him still kneeling down and bleeding from his head. The police were called, and when the police made checks, they found out that Mr. Fagan, he had a single gunshot wound to his forehead. Just like that, another hard-working, enterprising Jamaican employer, his life is snuffed out at the hands of a dirty jankro, who, if the police confront him tomorrow and he is killed, people are going to protest. People are going to block road. JFJ and other criminal defending organizations, them are going to come out and make nice. So, let me ask you something. Who are going to block road for Mr. Fagan? Who are going to make nice and say them want justice for Mr. Fagan? The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Papa Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Good boy them knock out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane, everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when me turn. Country and town, man a pay blood a run. Murder, don't you baby me hear them a murder. Cut it out, tell them no gonna further. Man a dead like cans and bird, yeah. Who no listen them a word, yeah. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica.